yoga is for everybody. That's what I believe anyway, and I think it's stood me in good stead. So enjoy this with your body and with your mind and with your breath. And with everything. Yeah, let's just take the whole thing in. We're going to start with that spirit, bit of life, bit of liveliness, with our standing up on our 2 feet. Yeah, let's just get our feet a bit more comfortable, lift the toes up and place them down, and lift the heels and place them down. You might have socks on, but that's okay. It's quite nice to get your feet, just getting, lifting your toes and putting them down, gets a bit more life and energy in the feet. Maybe they warm up a little bit, lift the heels, place them down, lift the toes, place them down, and again, lift the heels and place them down. Yeah. We'll do one more of those. I'm liking this. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels and place them down. Yeah, a bit more life in the legs coming in as well. And let's just extend this into a bit of moving and breathing. So we start with the fingertips just together, pointing towards the ground. It's nice, more like a little heart shape there. There we go. Breathing in, lifting the arms up, lifting the heels off the ground, bringing the hands together, turning the hands, breathing out, coming down. So remember to breathe in and out through the nostrils, fingertips, drawing this beautiful circle around ourselves. So we're just starting softly, connecting with our breath, kind of softly, it's just expanding the breath, letting it expand gradually, breathing in. And the lift of the arms really helps us to expand our breath, lift and expand our chest and our breathing capacity. And the breath out slowly, the hands coming down, meeting at the top as well. Inhaling, lifting the heels high, pushing off the toes, reaching up high to the ceiling, and exhaling, coming down. Keeping that breath smooth and even, in and out through the nostrils. Just slowly and steadily, keeping that steady evenness. Feeling that expansion, noticing the difference between the inhale and the exhale. Really trying to keep it smooth and steady, not rushing, not hurrying. So we are becoming a bit more present, a bit more bringing our attention to this moment, to this breath, every breath, one after the other. Let's do one more of these, inhaling. Lifting up high, reaching up and exhaling softly and slowly, heels coming down softly and slowly, fingertips coming down. Just meeting to finish there. Okay. And let's just lift the shoulders up, breathing in and out through the mouth. And again, breathing in, out through the mouth. And one more time, breathing in. Hold for a second and out through the mouth, release. Good, and we'll roll the shoulders back. Just the shoulders to begin. Rolling them, letting the knees bend. Rolling the shoulders back. And letting the elbows lift softly. And the arms are lifting. Whole arms. Yeah. They're getting higher. Breathing in and breathing out. Open up the chest. Yeah. So still breathing and moving. Noticing how the body just wakes up when we really pay attention to our breath. Releasing any tension in the shoulders and the chest, knees bending, joining in, body joining in. I'm going to go forward with the shoulders now. Let's just really get into this whole body, but through the root being through the shoulders. Rolling, letting the knees bend and letting the elbows start to lift. So the body just becomes this big fluid movement. It's like a wave, almost like imagine your body's like a wave. Inhaling, exhaling, the wave moving through the body, crashing on the ocean. Yeah, can even imagine that. Just one more breath in and out. We'll take the hands in front and behind. Let's get a bit of brightness in the hands and the space around us, creating that bit of sound around us. And then we're just going to take the feet a bit further apart, like shoulder width, let the knees bend, keeping this integrity in the body, in the length from the crown to the base, but just leaning forward and then letting the arms hang. So we're not letting the shoulders hang forwards and rounding the back, It's definitely straight. So we just let the arms hang off the shoulders. So we're just again loosening, keeping the knees bent. They're just shifting the weight from the right to the left and letting the arms just swing heavily. Breathing in and out the whole time, and then come to standing. Yeah. Take the hands to the hips. Just get the legs a bit more lively. Bringing the heel to the backside quite quickly, as quick as you can. Really see if you can connect the heel with the backside. Give yourself a little bit of a wake up. Moving quickly, breathing in and out through the nostrils. I like this feeling of the hands and the hips. It's almost like the hands press into the hips and the shoulders sit back and the chest lifts away. So you get this sense of length and openness in the body with that sense. I don't get that feeling with my arms hanging, so this is why I like to do this. And then lifting the knees quite high. Again, moving them quite quickly, but also getting them really high. Yeah, you can feel your abdominals having to work here a little bit. And then out to the sides with the legs. Breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Just feeling a little bit of heat coming into the body, a little bit more liveliness, movement of the blood moving around. You can just start becoming aware of all this movement in the body. It's happening all the time. Breath moving all the time. Yeah. And let's just get a bit more into that hip. Lifting the knee and opening out the side. Lifting and opening. Yeah, I'm certainly feeling a little bit creaky there today. So we just give it a little bit of movement, oiling the joints. Just think about oiling the joints. When I move the joints, it's like fluid. It's like increasing fluidity. Putting a bit of oil on that joint and opening it up. Breathing in and out the nostrils all the time. Good. And we're just going to sweep out now. We've woken a little bit of energy up with a half breath. Like the wind outside blowing the leaves. We're going to blow the leaf, doing the internal leaf blower. That's a new description. Exhale, out through the mouth. Inhale, and out through the mouth. Nice strong. Good. Blowing out all the cobwebs, all the old dead leaves. Good. Breathing in. Good. Knees are bent, arms are hanging, swinging. Let's do one more of those. Inhale. Good. And come to standing. Again, just take a moment to stand. Lift the toes, place them down, bring our attention back into our feet. If it's started to go off somewhere else, lift the heels, place them down. We're going back into the feet, into the ground. Now we're just going to do a little bit of a side stretch to prepare. So feet around about shoulder width apart, parallel. Breathing in, lift the arms up. So we're almost like a sort of X shape, but not a wide X, kind of a little skinny X. Inhale, stretch the fingers up to the ceiling. Exhaling, leaning over to the left. Press into that left foot as you lean over. Inhaling, lifting yourself up. Exhaling, leaning over to the right. Press into that right foot as you lean over. Inhale, exhale. So you're keeping that extension right to the fingertips as well. Inhale. Use the inhale and the exhale to support you. Inhaling, exhaling. Press into the foot that you're leaning over towards. It really helps to feel that sense of support. One more either side. Exhaling, using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. Think about yourself as a palm tree blowing in the big blustery wind. Even against the storm, the palm tree won't break. Breathing out, the arms coming down. Good. Let's just shake out the limbs a little bit, shake out the legs and arms. Okay, then we'll come to the front of the mat. We're going to come into some standing postures. So let us come into triangle to begin. So put the weight onto the left foot, standing tall, lifting the chest, and stepping back with the right foot. So really finding the length in the limbs, the expression of the body. Hips level, breathing in, lift the arms up. Extend, breathing out, bring the arms to shoulder height. Extend the fingertips, breathing in. As you extend the fingertips away from each other and breathing out, reaching over the left fingers, extending over to the left and down. And then the right fingertips are extending up to the ceiling. So feel that expansion, extension. Good. Never feel that, okay, well, that's as far as I can go. Always feel this more extension, more expansion that we can have. But we also need to kind of relax and release as well. You know, it's not all extend and rigidity. We need to keep that kind of coming back a little bit on the contraction on the exhale, and then the inhale, expansion, and exhale, just sitting back a little bit, looking up at the right fingertips, and then coming up on the inhale, and lowering the arms on the exhale, and into that right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight to the right, step back with the left. Get the hips level, breathing in, extend up. Breathing out, extend the arms out to the side. Breathing in, open the chest, extend and expand the chest. Breathing out, reaching over to the right and down, meeting that right leg and reaching up and extending up to the ceiling with the left arm. Keep that left shoulder down. Soften the knees. Breathe. Breath going in, breath going out. Keep that sense of extension, expansion in the body on that inhale. It's like softening or release on the exhale. You're aware of the whole of your body, your toes aren't gripping. You feel the ground with the feet. Then use the inhale to come back up to standing. Inhale lifts you, and the exhale softening. Bending into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. And step back into reverse triangles. So put the weight on the left foot, and we step back with the right again. Now face both feet forwards. Inhale, lift the arms up, extend. Exhale, bring the arms down, extend, inhale. And exhaling, turning towards your right foot, keeping the arms extended away from each other. Inhale. And then the exhale, the left hand extends down to the right foot, to the outside of the right leg, really. It's coming maybe as far as the ankle, and then reaching up and extending the fingers up to the ceiling. If that feels too much, that extension, you can always just rest the back of the right hand on the back, or you can place the hand there, whatever feels better for you. But if you can manage the extension, you know, really go for that. Give it breath, of course, always. One more breath in. On the exhale, bring the right hand down to the right foot, and the left hand just hops over to the left foot. And we're in a forward bend. So let's bring the fingertips to the center. Inhaling, looking up, looking forwards, lifting the chest, exhaling, forward bend. See if we can come into that forward bend. Feel that extension on the backs of the legs, on the backs of the thighs particularly, and then come up on the inhale again onto the fingertips. Look forwards, lift the chest, and exhale, forward bend. Good. See if you can go a little bit deeper on that forward bend. Now coming up again on the inhale. And on the exhale, forward bending. It's almost like you're taking your chest towards the ground, lifting the tail to the ceiling. Let's stay in this forward bend just for another breath. Now come up on the fingertips again, look forwards, lifting the gaze, looking forwards, and then take the hands to the hips. And exhale. Use the inhale, keeping the elbows lifted, back is straight. You can hold your back if you need to. Exhale. Now the next inhale, you're lifting up to standing. And then exhale. Good. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bringing the arms to the shoulder height. Inhale, expand. Exhale, turning towards your left leg. Inhale. Right hand on the exhale comes down to the outside of the left leg, somewhere down the outside there. I'm reaching up away from it with the left hand. I've got a good hold on my left ankle there, and that really helps me to anchor me. It could be that you're, holding onto the outside here. That's fine. Actually, the calf is quite a good place also to hold. Or if you have a block, you can hold that there as well. Breathe. Keep looking up at the left hand. Again, you can always take that left hand behind your back if it feels like a strain. Don't go into straining. Now, inhale. On the exhale, bring the left hand down to the left foot. Take the right hand over to the right foot. And this time, we're just going to let ourselves hang. So then bend the knees. Then we come into a wide leg ragdoll. Yeah, just let it go a little bit. Inhale through the nostrils, and we're going to sigh out through the mouth. Inhale through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Keep the knees bent as you start to lift from the base of the spine. Leave the arms heavy, leave the shoulders heavy. Keep the knees bent. See if you can just keep that little bend in the knees as you roll up through the spine, breathing in and out the whole time, coming to standing. And just roll the shoulders back a few times. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to come into this forward bend again, but we're going to open the chest. So insert the fingers behind the back, stretch the arms back, lift the chest, inhale, look up. On the exhale, you're leaning forwards. Keep a strong belly here as you lean forwards. And then when you're leant forwards, then let the arms come away from the back. So we're really getting a chest opening, front of the shoulders, opening the heart space. Breathe. Keep the feet firm on the ground without gripping. And breathe. The legs are straight, but the knees are not locked. Keep a slight softness in the knees so you feel much more stable in the legs. Now bring the hands still interlinked to the center of the back. We'll just draw a circle on the back one way and then the other way. And when you're doing the other way, we bend the knees and we just slowly feel we're winding ourselves back up or unwinding back up, if you like. Just enjoy a little bit of sense there. Just rub the back a little bit as well. It feels good. Okay, and we're going to come back to standing at the front of the mat. So we're going to just bend into the right knee, turn that left foot, and come back to the front of the mat. Okay, let's come into another standing posture here. So we're going to come into warrior two. So we bring the weight onto the left foot and we take a big step back with the right. A big step. Don't forget the back foot, toes are pointing slightly forwards and the hips are level and square. Inhale, lift the arms up. We're going to move with this one. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Keep dropping the shoulders down, keep lifting the chest. Inhale and exhale, bending into that left knee. As you bend into the left knee, don't forget to press with equal emphasis into that right foot. So coming back up on the inhale, feel that lift in the body, and exhaling, sinking. You can looking down that left arm, inhaling and exhaling. Really feel that sense in your body, that kind of elevation, that lift, and that pressing down or pressing forward to the left knee and right down to the ground with the right heel. Have that sense, and all the time, fingers extending away from each other. It's almost like this extension here across the chest elevates the chest, keeps that engagement with yourself. Inhaling, exhaling. At the beginning, it might feel that that's a lot of effort, extending the arms, but it's a lot less effort than holding the arms up. I mean, you can try the difference. It feels like, whoa, my arms really ache after about, 2 seconds. So I want to come back to this engaged, arms here with some energy in them. You feel that energy and vitality in your body. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, one more time, exhale. Good. Keep those chests lifted, strong belly, everything is strong, breathing in and out. Come up on the inhale, exhale, lower the arms down, and bending into the right knee quite a lot so that you can get the energy to bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's just shake it up a little bit. So feet on the ground, but you're just shaking the knees, make some sound, and the hips and the shoulders. And also maybe it's keeping us a bit warm as well. Amazing how much heat comes in the body. Right foot on the ground, big step back with the left. Okay. So you can widen the feet a little more if you need to. Get the hips square. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Lift the chest. Exhaling, bending into that right knee. Inhale, coming back up. So we're coming in and out with the breath. Don't forget to press. As that right knee presses forward, you're pressing into that back foot, the back heel. You'll feel the outside of the left thigh engage. It's strong. So you're feeling a sense of your strength and stability, but also this flow. The movement keeps us in that sense of aliveness, flow, movement, continual change. Exhaling. Extending the fingers away from each other, that vitality. Sinking a little deeper on the exhale. One more. And sinking into the posture. Keep thinking about the extension between the fingertips, the engagement and the dynamic between the right knee and the left heel. Looking down the right fingers. Good. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's give the legs another shake. Hips, shoulders. Shake it all up. Okay. Let's come into a little squat here. So we release the hips, sit down towards the ground. You can always come into a ragdoll if you prefer, and you can always put something underneath your bottom if you're finding this is too strong an angle for your knees. If your heels are lifted, place something underneath them. Otherwise, let your body hang back so the hands rest on the ground. Let the head hang, breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. In through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Just let it all go. And slowly lifting your head up, taking the left hand down to the center there, grounding that hand down. And as you inhale, lifting the fingers, or the inhale, imagine that's lifting your fingertips to the ceiling, extending to the ceiling, rotating that right wrist clockwise as you're watching that hand turn. And imagine it's getting longer, it's reaching higher and higher. Feel that elevation. Keeping that left hand on the ground, but it's lifting us up out of our bodies. And then we're going down, unwinding, coming back down to the earth. Continue the breathing in and out through nostrils the whole time. Change the hands over, right hand's on the ground now. And on that inhale, it lifts that left fingertips to the ceiling. They're reaching, and then we're rotating clockwise. That's left wrist. Good. And the other way. As you're going the other way, anti-clockwise, we're coming back down through space to the earth, pressing into the hands, pushing up from the hands, coming into ragdoll for a moment, letting the body hang. Exhale through the mouth. And feel that lovely heat in the base of the spine. Feel it's lifting and elevating you, slowly uncurling, unfurling to standing. Coming up to standing. Yeah, roll the shoulders back a few times. Okay. Good. So we're going to come into a windmill now. Get this center really working. So we've got wide feet, and the feet are at a slight angle, coming out to the sides. And we're going to start off by breathing in, lifting the arms up, extending, and really reaching for the ceiling as you look up at the hands as well. And on the exhale, you're turning towards that left leg. So you're looking down the left leg as in the same direction as the toes, really. And you're exhaling and reaching over. You can always, soften that left knee slightly. We're trying to reach for the ground, but you might be moving through space. That's okay. And that's an exhale as you move, so that when you face that right leg, or the right toes, then you're lifting up, inhaling, reaching up to the ceiling, exhaling, coming down over the left. Sweep the fingers across the floor if you reach there, inhaling, reaching up, so watching the hands all the time as well. As long as that doesn't make you dizzy, but keeping that focus on the hands, watching them move through space. And it encourages us to extend into the fingertips, keeps our focus. Inhaling, keep stretching right into the fingertips all the time. Exhaling, keep a strong belly. So really engage through our center, really moving it and energizing that center. Exhaling. We're going to come up to center and we're going to go the other way. So come up to center, first of all, inhaling, exhaling, lower the arms down. Good, we're going to go up again. We're going to go the other way. Inhale, reach up, turn towards the right leg now. Point of the toes, and exhaling, coming down over that leg, strengthen the leg to make it good. Exhaling, sweep across the floor, inhaling, coming up from the left. Exhaling, so use that breath that will support you through this movement. Inhale, lift up. Watch the hands, keep extending right into the fingers. Feel Notice what's happening as we're doing this. Inhaling. Yes, good job. We're not windmill outside. I was just thinking, could be going on very fast in this wind. Inhaling and exhaling. Sweeping across the floor on the exhale. Inhale. Really feel your breath, hear your breath, make it very strong. Sweeping across the floor, we come up one more time. Inhaling. Stretch up, look up, exhale, arms come down to the sides. Okay. And with this, if we're in this position, it feels like a good position to come into our goddess. So just bend the knees first of all to make sure the knees and the toes are going in the same direction. So you might need to widen that position or just change the angle. But just check that for a moment. So as we do this, coming up and down, a bit of strengthening in the legs, press the hands together at the heart center, lift the chest, and keeping this strength in the belly and a strength in the back here. And you can draw at your pelvic floor or mula bandha there. So you really feel that strength, inhaling, exhaling. And you can go down as low as you feel comfortable. Maybe you can just go a little lower each time. Just to get a bit of fire in the legs, a bit of heat. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale. Right, so let's come into our goddess now. Inhale. Good. So the hands are out, the arms, elbows out at angles, and the fingers stretched wide. Okay, so we'll try that again. Tongue is out the mouth. It's rasping sound, eyes are wide. Good. Come up again. Inhale, looking up, and then good. Inhale. Let's do an extra one today. Breathing in. Good. And then we just bring the feet together, walk them together. Give the legs a little shake. Okay. Good. It's a bit of energy, movement. I'm going to do a little bit of a back bend here, and just a mini one, and then we're going to do a balance. So feet, just check their hips width apart and parallel. Bring the hands to the lower back. It's holding, really holding and supporting. Bring the elbows together, lift the chest. So we're already making the front of the body long. Bend the knees so we take that pressure off. And then we take the hips forwards. Supporting the back. So we're making the front of the body very expanded. Front of the hips are getting expanded a bit there. Breathe. You can look up at the ceiling if you want to. You don't need to fling your head back. Keep breathing, keep supporting. I use the inhale, nice strong inhale to come back up, keep supporting your back. And then give the back and then rub. We'll loosen it up a little bit. Feet are wide as the shoulders at least, around the knees. And we'll come into these twists. So just let your arms be heavy, swinging around the body, loosening. Nice little loosening moment. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, bending into the knees. Just feel the flow and the ease. Nice and easy. And coming to a stillness very slowly. Why not give ourselves a little bit of extra treat? Come on the lower back, or wherever it needs a little bit of extra attention, stimulation. Yeah, make some sound, why not? And then taking those hands to the front hips. And then to the chest with the fingers, stiff fingers. Let your sound out your body. Good. So balance. Let's come into the dancer. So bring the weight onto the left foot. You can bend that knee if you want to, and then straighten up as you take that right foot in your hand. If you can't get hold of the foot, you can always, I've got a loose trouser leg, you can always take hold of the trouser leg if you have a loose one, or you can put something around, a strap, or even a sock sometimes is enough. Otherwise, there's the outside grip with the thumb pointing forwards, or the inside grip with the thumb pointing backwards, which is what I'm going to do. Bring the thumb and the first finger together, and that's mudra. Breathing in, lift the arm up, extend the fingers to the ceiling, and exhaling, leaning the body forwards, extending the arm forwards, and the right toe is going towards the ceiling. Breathe. Once you find that, breathe. Breathe deeply. Keep that dynamic, standing tall through that left leg. Extending the fingers forward, reaching the toe towards the ceiling. Breathe, expand. Using the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arm down and let go of that right leg. Good. Let's give the legs a little shake now, in between. Yeah. Weight onto the right foot. Get that steady and not gripping with the toes. If that's a habit, let's just see if we can start to break that habit of gripping. We don't need to. Standing tall for that right leg as you lift the left leg, taking hold wherever you need to, inside or outside grip. I'm going for the inside with the thumb going backwards. Pick the thumb and the first finger together. Inhale, lift those fingers to the ceiling, lift the arm, and keeping that extension from the fingertips to the right foot, really, it's the whole extension of the body. And then as you exhale, you're extending or leaning forwards, extending the fingers forwards and lifting the toe towards the ceiling. So the heel is coming away from the backside, straightening up through that right leg. It's strong. Keep this dynamic, this three-pointed dynamic. Right finger is one, left toe is another, and the right foot is the other point, moving towards the ground. Also, the chest is coming forward as well. Breathe deeply. Use the inhale to come up. Start softening, exhale, softening down and releasing that leg. And we shake everything up again. Shake the legs and shake the arms. Just loosen, free it all up. Spent quite a lot of time standing up today, so we're going to come down to the ground and we're going to come down in a forward bend. We're going to stand towards the front of the mat to give ourselves some space there. Okay. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, or if you want to, you can hold the back, of course. Coming forward, the forward bend, strong belly, strong back, fingertips to the ground. Once your fingertips are there, you can look forwards, inhale, just lengthen the spine. Imagine your chest is coming forwards, and then exhale, forward bend. Let's just get the backs of the legs a little bit more spacious. Inhale, come up on the fingertips, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend. Just giving ourselves a bit of a breather, a bit of space there. So the chest is coming down towards the big toes and the tail is coming up to the ceiling. Breathe deeply. Make sure you have connection with the ground, whatever you're doing, whether you need to bend the knees or put books or blocks on the ground, that's okay. Come up on the fingertips again, breathing in. As you breathe out, you're going to put the weight on the left foot and take that right foot back a long way because we're going into a lunge. So it needs to be a big, big step, probably as wide as a warrior, maybe even wider. And then you're going to bend that left knee, bring the hands to the ground either side of that left foot and pushing that right heel back. So we're really getting a good extension across the groin there. And you can rest your body on this, strong left thigh there. Breathe in this lunge. One more breath in. Bring the right knee to the ground. You can flatten the foot or you can keep the toe tucked under if you prefer. Come up onto a high kneeling position. You can widen the stance if you need a bit more balance, if your balance is difficult. Now as you inhale, lift the arms up. So their arms are right up by the ears and going backwards already. As you exhale, the hips are going forwards and the arms are going back. So really feel that sense of these two things moving away from each other. So the chest is coming forwards and the arms are coming back. We're really opening the chest. Breathe. One more breath in and out, and then lift on the inhale. Bring the arms down on the exhale. While we're here, we're just going to give a little bit of a forward bend over this lengthening left leg. So we're just going to start to imagine that toe is pushing into the ground. Bring the hands to the ground wherever you want to. I mean, it could be down up here, but it could be a bit nearer. And we're just going to see if we can lengthen this left leg. It's almost like your base of your spine is going back. Try and keep the foot on the ground. And then it's just a brief one, and then we're coming back to kneeling there. Okay. Now we're going to bring the hands either side of that left foot again. Tuck that right toe under, lift the right knee off the ground, and we're going to send the left foot back so we're in a plank. Okay, so open the chest, keep your shoulders away from the ears, soft elbows slightly, fingers spread wide. Keep your knees off the ground if you're able to. Otherwise, you can always put your knees on the ground, but still keep that strength in the upper body. Breathe. Good, and then we're going to slowly come down to the ground. Either bring your knees down first or lower your body down with your arms. And then rest on the side of the face. Arms are going back. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Just relax there. Maybe have a little bit of a sway side to side. Let the hips just rock. Just to give a bit of soothing for the body. Release. Okay. So we're going to come onto the forehead here. We're going to stretch the arms forwards this time. And we're going to do these alternates. This is, I call this one the jellyfish. I don't know if it has a real proper name, but I like to call it jellyfish. So as you inhale, you're lifting your head, and you're lifting your right arm and your left leg, and exhale, lower down. So you don't have to bring your forehead down. You can just you can just relax your neck a little bit. So as you inhale, lift the left arm and right leg, looking up, lifting the chest, lower down on the exhale. And we're just doing alternates. So you can press down on the other hand and leg a little bit to help you. So it's opposites. So you're lifting the right arm and left leg. You can press into the ground with the left arm and right leg. I think that's right. Yeah. Lifting the chest, trying to get as much of your body off the ground here. And exhale. Really release on that exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Feel that dynamic, that extension on the inhale and the softening on the exhale. It's diagonals across the body, just enjoying that with your breath. One more each side. And then we're just going to sweep the arms back again and rest on the other side of the face. Just resting the backs of the arms on the ground. Breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Yeah, let it go. Okay. So we'll bring the hands back either side of the face, push into the hands, walk the hands back, sit back into the heels. Take a moment there. Bring the forehead to the ground. Good. And breathe. Just releasing the back, extending the fingers forward, creeping the fingers forward. So really getting a full extension from the fingertips to the base of the spine. Good. We're just going to, again, we'll do the other side in a minute, but we're just going to put something else in here, moving with the back. So keep the hands landed where they are, grounded and rooted. Use the inhale to come up to all fours, and the exhale, the hips come forwards. So moving and breathing, inhale and exhale. This is a real favorite, become a real favorite of mine, this little sequence. So simple, but so effective. Open the chest, this is key, open the chest. Imagine the heart is flying up to the ceiling. So also opening the throat. So sit back on the exhale, sit deeply back. It's almost like we're pushing the hands, pressing into the ground. Inhale, filling with air, and the exhale, opening the whole front of the body, looking up at the ceiling, opening the front, the throat, the chest, the belly, and exhaling, really opening the back of the body, expanding. Inhale. Exhale. So enjoy the expansion, the extension. This seems to be the word of the day. Extension. Extend yourself. Reaching beyond where you feel you can go, just going a little bit further. Just expanding your range, expanding your comfort zone, if you like. What might you allow if you expanded your comfort zone a little? Exhale. Just sitting back in your heels on this exhale now. We're going to come into a downward dog. So come up on your fours, tuck the toes under on the inhale, on the exhale, lifting the knees off the ground, coming into downward dog. Let's just pedal the legs, so bending the left knee, pushing the right heel down, and bending the right knee, pushing the left heel down. Really exaggerate that bend of the knee, so you're really getting a little bit of hip movement, hip action going there. But you're still pushing back in the hands. We're not kind of here looking at the hands, we're looking back at the feet, watching the heels coming up and down. Opening between the shoulder blades, pressing into the full hand and fingers and thumbs. Keeping the fingers connected with the ground. Good. Now we can look towards the hands. And then we're going to bring the weight onto the left foot and step forwards with the right. It's going to land eventually between the hands there. And we're in a lunge. So we're doing the other side now. So resting the body on this strong thigh here. And keeping that left heel pushing back. So really engaging this left leg there. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Another breath. And then let the knee come down to the ground. Flatten the foot, we'll have the toe tucked under, that's okay. Use the inhale to come up. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. We can have the hands away from each other. Sometimes we have them together, but we're having them away from each other. Give yourself more space. Inhaling, and as you exhale, you're taking the hips forward, but you're taking the hands back. If you're finding that a bit pokey on your knee that's on the ground, you can always put a blanket underneath there. But also pressing into the front of the foot does help. It might be that it's less strong on the knee if you have the foot flat. So you can change that and try that, see what's better for you. And really feel that right foot is very grounded there, but you're also pressing into the top of the left foot as well. Looking up at the ceiling, breathe. Making a beautiful crescent moon. We just had a full moon. Good. And then we bring the hands down to the ground. And then we're just going to walk the hands back and start to lengthen, avoid saying straighten, lengthen this right leg a little bit. So you're pressing into the big toe, that really helps to anchor that. And then feeling that the big toe's going down to the ground and the right hip or the sitting bone is going back and up to the ceiling there. Good. And then we come back up. Bring the hand to the side of this foot, there, nice and solid on the ground. Tuck the left toe under, lift the heel off the ground, lift the toe off the ground rather, and then send that right foot forwards. So we're in a forward bend again. Breathing in and breathing out. And then we come up on our fingertips, breathe in, and then we're going to catch ourselves and sit back here. We bounce the knees up and down on the ground. Just releasing the legs. We're going to come into a forward bend here, but we'll do this with the one leg bent. So it's a head to knee position. So bring that right knee, squeezing it together, right towards you, and get the foot as close to your body as you can. And then let the knee fall out to the side there. You support it if it's really off the ground a long way and your hip is feeling tense, support it so you can soften. The foot is going on the inside of that thigh. You can just sit nice and tall there. Let's take the right hand on the outside of that left knee and take the left hand, fingers behind you, almost holding your body between your arms there. Inhale, lengthen, lift the chest, keep the shoulders down. Exhaling, turning towards your left. You can press against the outside of that left knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twisting a little deeper. Good. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Breath coming in, filling the body, lengthening the spine. Breath going out, twisting a little deeper. One more breath. In and untwist to the front. So we're going to come into this forward bend. Inhale, lifting up the arms. So extending, feel that's extending your spine, looking up at the fingers and reach forwards but the point that's reaching first, not the hands, but the chest is reaching first. So the middle of this line you've got here is reaching forwards. Until it can't go any further, then take the hands to the ground. And this could be here even, you know, you come to here, and then you bring your hands to the ground or to the leg, whichever's better. So wherever you are, keeping that integrity, that length, and the leading from the heart, the leading from the chest. Try and keep the toe pointing towards the ceiling. Don't try to avoid letting it flop around, keeping that engagement with ourselves. Inhaling, come away from the body a little bit, come away from the leg a little bit. Exhaling, again, leading with the chest. It's coming forwards. Close your eyes if you want to. And connect more with your breath, coming in and out through the nostrils. Good. And softening into the posture. Give it a few more breaths. Let's just see where we're at with this one. And we just walk the hands up the leg or up the mat there. And we lift the right knee. Just use your arms to lift the other knee to your body and round your back. Feel that release, softening, and let the face fall to the knees there. Just releasing the back of the neck, hugging yourself, breathing in through the nostrils. Nice sigh. Out through your mouth. Oh, good. Lifting the head up. Bending the right leg out now. Drawing that left knee a little tighter and letting that left knee go out to the side. The foot is on the inside of the thigh there. You can always support that knee if your knee is very high, the hip is tight there. Toes going towards the ceiling. Right hand behind, close to your back. So try not to lean back. Left hand on the outside of that right knee. Lifting the chest. So on the inhale, you're lifting, standing or sitting tall. On the exhale, you're turning from your belly, your ribs, your chest, your shoulder, and you're following with your eyes. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the head on top of the body. Don't lead with the head. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. That will help you. And turning twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. One more breath in. And untwist to the front. Good. So now we're facing, this leg is right in front of us. Inhale, reach up with the fingertips to the ceiling. Look at the fingers and lead with the chest. Feel the chest is pressing forwards. The heart wants to express itself, wants to move towards the foot. Let the hands land wherever you need to have them. Breathing in, coming away from that leg, breathing out. So really lengthening the front of the body and keeping that focus on lengthening, lengthening. Breathing out, softening. Long exhale is the key here. You'll notice when you really focus on lengthening the out breath, the in breath naturally becomes longer. There's more space for it. And how energizing and more spacious that feels to be, you know, inhabiting this body with so much more expansive and bigger a breath. Good. And then we just come out of this, walking the hands up. Inhale, maybe reaching up. Exhale, the arms coming down. Lift that left knee. Lift the right knee. Really help yourself. And then let yourself hug your knees. Let your back of your neck relax. You're just flopping the head forwards, expanding the upper back there, nice and easy. Oh. Make some sound out through your mouth, just enjoying. Oh. Good. Let's come into a little cosmic egg. It's just sitting, waiting here. So we just rounded the back. Now we do the opposite. We expand the chest, shoulders down. So strong belly here. It's almost like you're pulling yourself towards your knees and then come onto the toes. So there's not much space here between the body and the thighs, ideally. And then the toes come off the ground in this little egg. So the elbows are bent, maybe they're bent. They're maybe coming into the sides a little bit. Shoulders are back, chest are lifted. So it's rather than this, it's really a very proud chest, and the neck is in line with the spine rather than leaning forwards or lifting up. So it's very engaged. You feel the whole length of your spine engaged. Breathe, and you feel your abdominals engaged for sure. Good, and then release. Yeah. Just circle the knees a little bit. Slide the legs away. Let's just come to lie. I'm going to slowly lie down, reaching the fingers towards the toes. Keep breathing in and out. Keep that engagement. Keep that tension between the fingers and the toes. And keep the softness with the breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Slowly lowering down until you're finally on the ground, and let it all go. Just for a moment, just breathe in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Just feel your body softening and resting. Feel the body at rest. After making the effort, the rest. And that beautiful contrast between the two, so we really feel that sense of rest and restoration. So let's just bend the knees now and hug the knees. Have a little rock and roll there. Rocking and rolling side to side there. Good. And we'll make a little circle on the ground, keeping the knees together, breathing in, the knees go away, exhaling, the knees come into the body. So we're just moving freely, softly, in harmony with the body. And giving the body something good that feels restful, that feels restorative, that feels good. Inhale. Then we do the other direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice big circle with the knees, really drawing the knees into the body as you exhale. Really extending the knees away, right up the fingertips with the knees. Keeping the head on the ground. Good. Then we'll take this into the hips a little bit as well. So we start off with the knees tucked into the body, exhale. Then we inhale, knees come away. Exhale, knees fall away from each other and then come back into the body. You might find initially the knees don't fall very far away, but as you move and as you get used to that, it's almost like the body starts to trust you a little bit and it starts to give a little bit here. And also if you just let go of the weight a little bit, trust your hips a bit more, so let go of the weight of the knees as they fall out to the sides and bring them back into the body on the exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming back into the body. Just enjoying a bit more fluidity in the hips. Again, we started with the hip movement. And we'll go the other way now. So knees are together, away from your body. Inhale, exhale, draw the knees in. Inhale, the knees are moving away from each other. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Just moving and breathing. Good. And just squeezing the knees into the body, having another little rock and roll side to side. Good. And place the soles of the feet on the ground, let the legs slide away. Just give yourself a full extension there. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push the heels away. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. Keep extending in the arms. And just enjoying this lovely, energized, and hopefully slightly more relaxed now body. Breathing in, and as you exhale, bring the arms forward, moving through space, and let them just land either side of the body, let the arms flop out to the sides. Give a bit more space between the feet, heels away from each other. Maybe as wide as the mat, heels on the edges of the mat, feet falling out to the sides. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, just lift the chest off the ground and place it down so you're nice and open in the chest. Close your eyes, back of the neck long, chin tucked in slightly. Close the eyes and rest. Maybe cover yourself if you need to. Deep. Resting the body. Fully commit to the relaxation, even if it's maybe short. Committing, even when we commit for 1 minute, it makes all the difference. Breathe in, and again another releasing breath out through the mouth. There we go. Now let the breath be soft and easy. In and out through the nostrils. Make sure the eyes are closed, shutting down that very dominant sense of sight. And let the body rest, relax, restore. Breath coming in and breath going out. Finding ease in the body. Melting into the floor. Letting go everything, just for this moment. Just for this moment, let go everything. Just drop all the heavy burdens. And so some words to inspire us as we come to the end of our relaxation from Maya Angelou. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. So we return to the day, to our life. We start to just give ourselves a little stretch. And breath, deepen the breath, maybe hug the knees, just ease out the body and come back to the day. Returning from a brief, hopefully restful relaxation, restorative. When you finally come up to seated, take your time to find that. And just looking around, engaging with your body, just making sure that your attention is back out, your mind is out. Let's put the palms together. Put some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. Just do a bit of extra today. Heat the palms. It's colder today. And we bring that heat and energy into the heart center. Close the eyes. And bring yourself into this center, the center of your center. And bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention, your affirmation. Positively framed sentence about yourself, for yourself. Say it to yourself a few times. Really give it your full energy and love. Good. Thank you. Namaste. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace.